Namaste and hello folks. This is your friend Kanishk here. Welcome to another video. So this is going to be a super interesting video and not just any other tutorial out there. So we'll be doing the ultimate battle between two very popular tools. On one hand we have Vite and on the other hand we have CRA. So we'll be doing a series of challenges among these two and we'll be seeing like which one tops the other one. Okay, so before I get started, let's see what was the motivation behind creating this video. So quite recently, you might have been seeing a lot of conversation going around that CRA is dead. Even in the React docs, there is no mention about CRA. Instead, they're asking people to switch to a framework like Next and Remix. So though those frameworks are really good at what they do and like they take care of a lot of things underneath, but what if you don't want to go to a framework and want something similar to CRA? So this is where Vite comes into the picture. Vite is coming up as a very good and promising alternative to CRA, and in many terms, like much better and faster than CRA. So the purpose of this video is to actually see how fast or better Vite is compared to CRA. So yeah, let's get started. So before I begin the battle, and for folks who don't have much context of what is Vite, I would highly recommend that you go through this wonderful talk. So it very nicely describes how Vite is different from like the other alternatives. And a very important thing to keep in mind is Vite is framework agnostic. So it's not just you can use Vite with React, you can use it with Vue and all the popular frameworks out there. So yeah, so let's begin the battle now. So in the round one, what we'll be doing is we'll be doing an initial setup and cold start, and we'll be seeing that which tool is faster than the other one. So yeah, let's begin. So player one, we have CRA. So what we'll be doing here is we'll be creating a template project using CRA, and we'll be actually also starting the local dev server, and we'll be tracking the entire time that it takes to do this entire set of operations here. So as you can see, I've already recorded this scenario so that we don't end up wasting time doing this all this stuff here in this video. So I'll just fast forward it to a later point in time. If you see right, it's 1 minute 30 seconds and it's done templating this entire project. And now what I'll do is I'll be just starting the local dev server. So I've done npm start. Okay, I'll just fast forward a little bit more. Yeah. So if you see, it's almost 2 minutes 17 seconds, and that our application is up and running here. Okay. So let's do the same thing with Vite. So player two, we have Vite here, and just like CRA, we are also creating a template project using Vite. And one thing that we're doing here is Vite provides some predefined templates. So we are using the React template here and creating a sample project called React with Vite. So let's see how much time it takes to do this entire thing in case of Vite. Okay. So yeah, so it's almost 4 seconds and it's done scaffolding the project. But one major difference between Vite and Create Reactive is that it doesn't install the packages. So I'll do an additional step of actually installing the packages. So I've also included that while measuring the time. So I'm installing the packages as you can see. Okay, so I'll again fast forward a little bit. Okay, it's 28 seconds, 29, 30 seconds. Okay, now I'm starting the local dev server. Yeah. So it's done. Yeah. So we have a fully functional Vite plus React app running, and it took almost like 43 seconds to have this up and running. So as you can see, in CRA we took more than 2 minutes, and Vite took only 40 seconds. So we have the clear winner here, and the winner is Vite. Okay. So let's move to the next round. This round, what we'll be doing is we'll be doing some updates, and we'll be checking how much time it actually takes for the hot reload to show up on the screen. So similarly, we have player one is CRA, and what I've done here is I have made a project which has like multiple packages and like quite a good number of files, so that like the bundle size is large, and this is where we'll be actually able to see the difference. Okay, so what I have done is I have a simple login page here, and I'll be making some change in the text here, like the simplest change that we can do, and we'll be seeing how much time it takes to show that change up here in the screen. Okay, so let's start this video and go to the page where we'll be making that change. Okay, so I'm here at this component which is rendering this login page, and I'm updating just this text hello to hi folks. Okay, I'll just save it and I'll start the timer. Okay, I've started the timer. It has saved and it's loading. Okay. So it took almost 5 to 6 seconds for that text to show up here. Let's now move to our second contender, Vite. So I'm using the same project. I migrated that same project to Vite, and I'll be doing the same step that we did there. So in the same login page, I'm updating this hello text to something else. I'll do hi folks again. I'll save it, start the timer, and as you can see, it was done instantaneously. I just started the timer and the change is reflected directly. Let's do another time. Let's repeat this. So hi folks again. Let's see this time how much time it takes. Yeah, if you see it, like the changes are really instantaneous. Like I think this is like the really wonderful and like the amazing thing which I liked about Read. Like the hot reloading is super fast, and how this is so fast. You can read the docs and see what they are doing underneath to make sure that like how hot reloads are so fast. Okay, so again we have a clear winner out here. So it's a Wheat again. Okay, yeah, like CRA still has a chance. We have like couple of rounds left. So we are in round three. So what we'll be doing here is we'll be adding a new library and we'll be restarting our dev server. Okay, so this is an interesting case. Let's see what happens. Like, can you think CRA will make a comeback here? Let's see. Okay, so again we have player one as CRA. So to give you an idea of what I'll be doing here, so I'm just installing the Lodash library and I'll just use an utility from the Lodash library called lowercase to convert this line of text, please log in to continue into lowercase. Okay, so let's start. If you notice here, I've installed the library npm install Lodash yes, and I've started the timer as well. It's almost 10 seconds already. I've imported the library here, lowercase from Lodash, and I've made the change as well. If you see here, I'm calling the lowercase function, and I've saved it, and I've started the development server again. Okay, so the changes are loading. If you see the loader here, yeah, it's loading. Yeah, it's finally loaded, and it took almost 35 to 37 seconds for that to show up. Let's now move to our second contender, Vite. So we'll do the same thing. So we'll install the library Lodash. Yes, we've imported the lowercase function from Lodash and we are calling that function here and passing it here in to convert this line to lowercase. And similarly, we also have the timer running here. So we have restarted the dev server, and as you can see, it took almost 15 to 16 seconds for that to show up, which is like how like 50 times faster than what happened with CRA. So sadly, we again see that CRA lost, and we have a clear winner yet again, and this is none other than our Wheat. Okay, let's move to our second last round. It's round four, which is the build time. So as you have seen so far, Wheat has been leading this battle with a score of 3-0. So what do you think? Will CRA be able to register its first win, or Wheat is going to continue its winning streak? Let's find out. So let's start with CRA. So what I've done here is I'll be just running the build command, and I'll also start the timer as soon as I do that, and we'll see how much time it takes to complete this entire build process. So I'll start it. As you can see, I'm running the build command and the build has started along with it, the timer. I'll fast forward a little bit. As you can see, we are almost 50 seconds and the build is complete now. So yeah, we can say that it took almost 50 seconds to complete the build for CRA. Let's now move to our player 2. I'll repeat the same process. I've started the build and the timer also have started. Let's see how much time it takes. Will CRA be able to beat Wheat this time? Okay, 5, 6, 7, and 10 seconds. Okay, yeah. So build is complete. So it took almost 10 to 12 seconds for the build to complete in case of Wheat. So again, we have a clear winner here, and it's Wheat. So let's move to the final round. So this is just a very simple comparison that we'll be doing. So we'll be comparing the build size of both the builds that we just created in the previous round. So CRA is yet to register a win. So this is the final round, and let's see if CRA can register at least 1 point in this entire battle, or we'll have a clear winner as we. Let's see. So what I'll be doing is I'm in the CRA project. I'll just be checking what is the build size of the CRA build which was created. Okay, so if you see, it's 9.6 MB. Okay, and now let's do the same process for Vite. I'll move to the Vite project and I'll run the same command to check the size of the build folder which was created. So if you see, it's 2.8 MB, and in CRA it was almost 9 MB. So it's like three times less in case of Vite. So again, we beat CRA in terms of the build size as well. And yeah, so we have a clear winner again, and this is Vite. So let's just summarize whatever we have seen so far. So what we saw is in the first round we saw that we did an initial setup and we did a cold start. For that, CRA took 2.20 minute and Vite took 0.43 minute, which is like Vite was four times faster than CRA. Then we moved to the next round where we did try hot reloading while making small updates, where CRA took almost 5 seconds and Vite's change was almost instantaneous. Like sometimes it's not even 1 second. So I've just mentioned a difference of Vite being 5x faster in terms of hot reloading. Then on the third round, what we did was we added a new library and restarted our dev server. So for that, CRA took 39 seconds and Vite took 18 seconds, which is like Vite being two times faster than CRA. And on the last second round, we built both the projects and saw how much time it took. So CRA took 54 seconds and V took 12 seconds, which is like V being 4.5 times faster than CRA in terms of the build time. And in the final round, what we checked is we just compare what was the build size, like what was the size of the folder or the output which was created after building in case of CRA and Vite. So for CRA, the output was 9.6 MB, and for Vite, it was 2.8 MB. So which is like Vite being three times more, like taking three times less space than CRA. So yeah, so finally we have a champion, and our champion is none other than Vite. Yeah, I think yeah, that's it from this video. I hope this was interesting, and please do like, share, and subscribe. I hope this was something new I tried, and I hope you like you learned something new from this video. But one disclaimer before I end this video is this was a very fun and experimental video. Don't take this as a benchmark that these are like final metrics, because this has been run on simulated environment. I'm running this in a very powerful machine, and things would change on different systems and different environment. So don't take this as an official benchmark or anything. This was just a fun way to learn and compare both the tools, like how fast is Vite compared to CRA. So yeah, with that I'm signing off. Thanks.